This is The Scoop for Tuesday.
I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines. 3 of the 13 defendants arrested during a protest at the University of South Florida pled not guilty Monday. WMNF's Chris Young reports that pro-Palestine activists gathered outside of a Tampa courthouse during arraignments.
About 25 people waved signs and chanted outside of a courthouse downtown. The group was slightly smaller than the protest 2 weeks ago, but had the same message.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Protesters faced charges including unlawful assembly and trespassing. Yoon Zhang is an organizer with the Tampa Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression and says she remains optimistic.
I think we're pretty confident that we can get the charges dropped. We've been able to get them dropped in many other kind of varying legal situations before.
Zhang says since the last protest, 2 of the protesters had charges dropped. Chris Young, WMNF News in Tampa.
The Manatee Board of County Commissioners has enacted a burn ban to combat the hot and dry conditions of the area. Director of Public Safety Jody Fisk says residents who violate the ban could face fines of up to $500.
It is recommended by Public Safety as well as the fire chiefs and the Department of Forestry that we declare a burn ban within Manatee County. That's a life safety measure, protection of property.
Residents are not allowed to light fireworks, burn campfires, or ignite any items, including sparklers that contain any explosive compound until the ban expires. The ban does not apply to outdoor cookers and grills as long as they're supervised by a responsible adult at all times. Public firework displays also won't be subject to the ban if there is a permit for them, and that's expected to last until June 10th. Hillsborough County can get federal funding for 20 electric school buses. The government selected the district and 4 others to receive rebates for the new buses. Emily Pickett is the Florida organizer for Mom's Clean Air Force. She has 2 children in Hillsborough County public schools.
I work toward this because I think it's going to make a difference long term, not just today for our children's health and making sure they have a cleaner ride to school, but also just helping in that transition away from fossil fuels.
The burning of fossil fuels releases heat-trapping gases into the atmosphere, which increases global warming and sea level rise. The electric buses would replace others that burn diesel. School districts in Broward, Duval, Jefferson, and Miami-Dade are also eligible for rebates. As we come upon the election this November, one extremist group is gaining notoriety and strength. The Proud Boys, an all-male group that were instrumental to the January 6th insurrection, have made changes to their group organization, Reuters reports. Now, they operate with self-governing chapters in more than 40 states, including a chapter in West Central Florida. Some members say they are preparing to emerge as a physical force for former President Donald Trump this election. Trump has posted on his social media site Truth Social to, quote, let the January 6th prisoners go, and has said at many campaign stops that he'll be looking, quote, very, very seriously at full pardons and apologies to many people. Trump was recently found guilty on 34 counts of falsifying business records. The mother of a U.S. airman who was fatally shot in his apartment by an Okaloosa County Sheriff's deputy in the Florida Panhandle is speaking out following the deputy's termination. On Monday, Mika Fortson told members of the media Eddie Duran's firing is a step in the right direction. However, she believes justice has not yet been served. Duran was fired from his position as a deputy on Friday. An internal investigation found he broke agency policy when he shot Airman Roger Fortson 6 times. Body camera footage shows Fortson open the door with a gun in his hand, but the weapon was pointed down. In a report released by the sheriff's office, officials say Duran's use of deadly force was not objectively reasonable. A criminal investigation led by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement is underway. I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.